guys, welcome back. It's Tiny Tay and I'm back today with some more shenanigans. If you are new here, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're returning, hi, welcome back. I have missed you. Today our shenanigans are going to involve coffee. We are going to be going over the pumpkin spice cake Nespresso pod today. I wasn't originally going to film this because I didn't think they'd bring it back, but of course they... So I'm making this to anyone who might want to buy it. So first, this is a 7.77 ounce pod, which is a no for me. It takes a long time for me to drink it. It's a lot of coffee. I don't like hot coffee, so it's like making hot coffee, just put ice in it. You know, not necessarily a pod that I would use a lot, which is honestly why I don't use it and why I still have a bunch. I did love the peppermint one, but I love peppermint. Pumpkin spice is not just a pod that I'm going to drink an entire cup of, and that's why I get espresso pods. But let's get into it. Oh my god, that was a good catch. So we're going to start off, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to try it by itself. Then I'm going to tell you guys the flavor profile and everything and see how I think it compares. Then we're going to make a drink out of it. Today we're going to be making a creme brulee pumpkin spice latte. I don't know, that's my spin on it. We're going to be using Silk's creme brulee dairy-free creamer, a little bit of vanilla because it is 7 ounces of coffee, and some Hollander white chocolate mocha sauce. And that is all you will need for today's recipe, and of course ice if you prefer it that way, or you can have it hot. Let's go over to the coffee bar. Alrighty guys, welcome to Coffee Bar a la Tay. So we're gonna put our pumpkin spice in there. She's a little messy right now because I had some spills at the beginning of the week, but that doesn't mean she's not as loved. So let's brew our pod. I haven't used this machine in a while, so honestly, you can tell by the dust. I've been using my smaller machine. That is a lot of crema. People have hot opinions about if the Nespresso actually does or does not make crema, but alrighty, so that is our cup of coffee here. We got a lot of kind of coming out at the end, but I expected that because again I haven't used this in quite some time, so I will just put the drip tray back on there. It smells very pumpkin-y. Alrighty guys, so this is what she looks like. It's giving it a whiff. I can smell that pumpkin spice. That's the aromatic profile of it. The aromatic notes is sweet pumpkin and cinnamon. Also, I didn't realize that the price of this has gone up. It's now $14.50 for a box of 10, which it definitely wasn't that much last year because I probably would not have bought that. But we have had many price increases since last year, but that is also why I still have a lot of my coffee from last year. I usually only do about one order a year at this point. But the roastiness of this is a 2. The acidity is a 1. The bitterness is a 1. A bitter level at 1 is probably something that I would like. And the body is a 2. Alrighty, so I'm going to try it on its own. I'm just going to put it in here so it's not that hot and so that I don't get all of the crema that's on there. It's a little lighter once you put it in this small adult cup. Alrighty, you guys know how I feel about just black coffee and espresso, but let's do it. Okay, I will agree. It's not bitter and it's not acidic. It's very smooth. After you let it get down, you definitely taste those like cinnamony notes. Not as much as pumpkin, but the cinnamon flavor is very robust, I guess I should say. It's really not bad on its own. I would never drink it like this, but I'm gonna give it like an 8.5. Like, it's not bad. It's very smooth. I agree with pretty much everything that they said, because this is probably one of the least worst just black coffees that I've had from their brand. So I'm very pleased with it, but I know it's gonna taste better the way that we make it, so let's get into it. My measurements for this are gonna be a little sus because it's so much coffee, and honestly I'm not used to having this much coffee, but I brought a brand new vanilla syrup for this. I've been making my own vanilla syrup, but of course I was out and just did not have time. But first, since this coffee is still hot and I do want it to be a mocha, I think I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of mocha, because normally in a cafe they do 1 tablespoon per espresso shot, and this is 7 ounces. Comfortable putting in 2 tablespoons of this because, of course, what is this channel if I didn't spill? Because it is a lot of coffee, plus I'm going to add ice, so it's going to get watered down. Then I'm going to do about a half of vanilla. Then I'm going to mixy, since this is hot. Yeah, it should just melt right in. Okay, so I went and got our frother for a quick and easy foam today. And again, this is Silk Creme Brulee Creamer. Hold down for cold foam. Our ice cubes. Drop them in here. This is not a warm coffee house. We'll spin so that the ice can get all in there. Alrighty, it's done now. I want you guys to be able to see the beautiful cold foam pour. This Silk Creme Brulee creamer isn't super fatty, so I can tell this is a little liquidy. So it's not going to stay directly right on top, which is really hard to get for some dairy-free milks, but let's do it. Yeah, a lot of that did not stay on top, and that's okay. I have a perfect cold foam recipe that works beautifully, and I think I'll share that in another video with you guys. I have shared it previously, but I think it might work a little bit better if I reshared it. This turned out beautiful. I just sprinkled it with some cinnamon on top. Let's give it a try. Okay. Honestly, it's good. I can taste that subtle pumpkin-y flavor now that I feel like it, one, sat a little bit to really like get as deep into its flavor as it could, and 2, now that I like mixed it with that cinnamon, I feel like it really intensifies that pumpkin, which is nice because it's still subtle. Like, it just brings it up a little bit more. I'm gonna give this drink 8.5. Like, it's not bad. It would be very rare for me to drink a coffee capsule on just like an everyday, or it would be something that I could do with like a coffee hot cocoa. But ultimately it's good, and now I have a good recipe to use it with. And I know you guys might have been thinking that that white chocolate was a lot, but really it wasn't. You can hardly taste it. Like, and I know that in most white chocolate mochas they use 4 to 6 pumps in a venti. So ultimately, it might have seemed like a lot, but really it's not a lot, especially if you're going to Starbucks, Caribou, and if you're watching your sugar content, you're probably not ordering a white chocolate mocha for that reason alone. So this is not going to hurt you. You can barely taste the white chocolate. The pumpkin flavor is overpowering that white chocolate. It's more just like a consistency thing for me. And this is my like perfect coffee color. It's a perfect coffee for me. If you guys tried this, please let me know. If you've tried the pumpkin spice cake pod before, let me know what you think. I'm pretty impressed with it for a first try. And they brought it back. So people must have been wanting it, because sometimes they can be very stingy bringing things back. Especially with the price hikes. So if you're gonna buy this for $14 and you're watching this video trying to find out if you think it's worth it, I'd say it's absolutely worth it, especially if you are a large coffee drinker. But even if you're not, like this every now and then, and the coffee stays good for quite some time, I'd say it's worth it. If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. If you're interested in more coffee videos, please check out my other playlist. I would really appreciate it. Bye guys!